Hi guys and welcome to my shop. Today I'm going to be doing November shop update. Jointer, a couple of cool things that I got in the mail, random thoughts. Let's start there, shall we? So I've been doing some more electronics and stuff on the channel here lately. Third hand, soldering fan and speakers. So woodworking or electronics, I think they're kind of the same. I don't think they're that different. Doesn't really matter though. You make things either way, right? Cool tech news. Raspberry Pi Zero. I have to go pick up a couple of those. Just imagine how cheap that internet radio is going to be now. Someone might get that for Christmas. So I've been watching Jessica Jones lately. I think that's pretty good. And Daredevil too. People probably put too much attention on the superhero. It's so much fun though. Marvel or DC? Marvel for right now. Am I excited for the new Star Wars? I'll get back to you on that one. Best game. Personally, something that you can make something with, something that leads to something else. Okay, next I want to show you guys my jointer. This is one of those things that I get a lot of questions about, so I wanted to take you through how I put that together. So earlier in the summer I needed a jointer, but I didn't have one. So I took this power planer. This is a handheld power planer. I turned it upside down and I built a case around it. Today I'm going to take it apart and show you how I put this together. So let's take a little spin around, see what it looks like. This was all built with scrap pieces of plywood. It's fitted around the planer and I have this piece of rubber attached to a piece of plywood that's connected with a bolt here. And it swings with some tension so you can push the wood through. So let's start with taking it apart. Here's the planer right side up, and you can see how I have a zip tie on the trigger, and that's so it stays on. So as soon as I plug the unit in, it goes on, and that's because you can't reach the trigger once it's in the case. Here's the piece for the side, and you can see it has a hole in it to fit the plane right. Now here you can see the holes in the plane, and that's what I'm going to use to secure the plywood to the unit. So let's fit that in. And these pieces are just scrapped together. Then I drilled it in and one side is covered. Now I'm just going to put on a piece of scrap here for extra strength to connect the pieces better. Then we have the other side, also with a hole in the middle to fit the planer perfectly. Here you can see the holes again, and that I'm going to secure the wood to. I left the pivoting wood on the side that's attached to the rubber, and now I need to put on a bottom to secure the sides together. And I'm just screwing that in. Okay, so now I have sides and a bottom, so let's turn it around. And finally I attached a piece at the end with a hole drilled out for a cord to connect everything together. So as you can see, really nothing fancy, just scrap pieces of plywood, and of course this little unit here with rubber here, make sure that I can move it and it continues moving that way when I have wood through. But yeah, you have to be careful when you do this though, because this is really sharp. You don't want to accidentally slice your hand or anything like that. But there you go. So the jointer has been great. I've really been using it a lot, and I originally got the idea from Christiana over at Get Hands Dirty. So I'll put a link to her video in the description so you can check that out. I wanted to go over a couple of things that arrived in the mail. First of all, 2 stickers. Freitas wood design, thank you very much. And we also have Hugibear's Den. I also really want to thank Sai over at Sai's Corner. She sent me a really nice t-shirt with her logo. So thank you so much, Sai. Go and check out her YouTube channel. Also got a couple of other people I want to thank. First of all, Daniel over at Hobby Creek, who sent me a really nice third arm soldering holder. He knew I was working on my own, and his has been so useful as I put that together. I also want to thank Jeff over at IFIXIT, who sent me a really nice toolkit for repairing electronics, and so that's going to come in really handy as I continue to work on all these things. Perfect for the tinker area. Oh, and then I also really want to thank AvE from the AvE YouTube Channel. He thought that I needed a new set of calipers, a new upgrade from my old ones, and the ones he sent are absolutely beautiful. AvE stands for, okay, ready for this? Arduino versus Evil, which, yeah, maybe the best YouTube name ever. He's got a very unique channel, let's say. It's very interesting, and go and check that out if you're not familiar with his channel. So anyway, links to everybody in the description below. Thank you guys so much. So lately I've been putting a few videos on the Make YouTube channel, so you can go and check those out if you haven't done so already. The first one that I put out there was a baseball bat. So I made my own baseball bat modeled after an old Mickey Mantle bat. And I kind of did something a little different. I laminated walnut and maple together and turned it on the lathe. And it was the biggest, longest piece I've ever put on the lathe before, so that was an experience right there. And then at the end of the video I try it out. The second video on make is a Lego box. So I had Lego in one of the drawers, thought that I could use that space better. So I used my box joint jig for the joints, and it's made with plywood, and then I kind of really decked it out and put labels and pictures all over it. So I have it's sitting out in back over there right now, and now I just need to find some place to store it, but it's been really cool. So yeah, go check those videos out over at the Make channel, and I'm gonna have a new one coming up in December. I have a couple new mallets going in the shop soon. I have stocked up with wax polishes, so if you're interested in picking anything up for Christmas, you can visit my shop at darbinorvar.com for that. Oh, and another thing, I just hit 50,000 subscribers. So that is really, really cool. That's an awesome milestone. So I just want to say thank you so much to everyone who are watching and sharing and commenting and all of that good stuff. I really appreciate it. I'll see you guys soon. I think that's about the end for the shop update. Coming into December way too quickly here. I've got lots of things, lots of projects in the works. Woodworking, electronics projects, things kind of a mix between the two. So I'll hopefully get to those soon, and I'll see you then. Bye.